Rudimental's actually been together for about 7 years. We were DJing on pirate radio, which is kind of a culture that we have in the UK, like of, you know, DIY illegal radio stations, and doing a club scene and all that stuff. But it was the first time we had breakthrough success. It was at the end of 2011.
And then coming down to New Orleans, I mean, I know you guys play with some brass up there, like, so is there like a certain connection to this like city?
Massively, man. My dad he's a blues musician. He's played in loads of bands, and he's always sort of showed me about these artists from America. You know, I've been listening to blues, Mississippi blues music, New Orleans blues music for years, Cajun music. It's all here, man. We're just so excited to be here because, you know, brass music and that's why music's been such an inspiration to us, you know. We've all massive fans of soul music as well from America, so it's definitely been an influence on us growing up.
All that combined as well with the UK sort of raving culture as well, you know. We've grown up on the streets of London, and there's been so many sort of cultures and diverse people there that have influenced us on our way to where we are, on our journey to where we are now. So we've just brought that to the table. UK soul, blues and bass is what we're heavily about.
The cover of your guys' album is that like mural. When I first looked at it, I actually like thought it was something from New Orleans.
It's a mural in Hackney in London where we live, and it's basically a peace carnival, an anti-war peace carnival that took place in the 80s or late 70s. It kind of represents us quite well and what our music's about and where we've come from and the influence we've had growing up.
That carnival actually, it was kind of like the Mardi Gras here, you know, it's kind of a similar upbringing actually, brass instruments and everything. That's kind of affected us quite a lot. The mural actually reminds me of Mardi Gras here.
The videos that you guys make, it's almost like the song was like made for the video. How involved with like any of the video production or concepts are you guys with that?
We're pretty heavily involved. I mean, we work with the directors and the team to kind of paint a picture. We make emotional music, so we didn't want to just like shoot us having fun in the studio or in the club, you know, that'd be so boring because all the music comes from, you know, our heart and soul and it's all written by us. So yeah, it's quite important to paint that picture.
I mean, like Piers touched on as well, we want the music to speak for itself, and the video sometimes is a really good way of doing that by telling a story that loosely relates to what we're talking about. We're not in any of our own videos. We like to stay behind the scenes and, you know, let the music be up at the forefront. So that's kind of the idea of making these mini films almost.
A sense of reality, you know. These are sort of like real life issues that happen in our videos, and it's important that comes across because that's what we're about as well. Like I said, we are from the streets of Hackney, or East London, London. We've been involved in sort of like working with students who have been sort of badly behaved on their way to sort of like jail, court, and all those kind of things. And we want to represent what we do in a positive way, and there's no better way of doing that through a 3 to 4 minute video. Nothing but positivity, strife, and triumph.
All of our videos, we try and take it to somewhere real. With Feel the Love, we actually filmed it in Philadelphia, in the Fletcher Street riding community, which is something that people we're surprised about don't really know about here either.
Rudimental's all about breaking through barriers and finding positivity where you might think you can't.
Anyone that knows Rudimental knows that our videos are a big part of us. And if you haven't seen one of our videos before, check out our newest video, Free, which is going to be our newest single coming out as well.
And then Nas on Free. How the F did that?
That was crazy. We've been
how does that happen?
Big fans of him like throughout my life. So we all sort of grew up listening to hip hop, and Nas was sort of one of our biggest inspirations. I think I bought every single one of his albums. Yeah, when we had the song done, we was thinking, who could we get on a remix? What rapper would we like? And our number one sort of target was Nas. So we sent the track out to him. He liked it, sent it back to us, and we all sort of got crazy excited. We was in Australia when we found out.
Our live show means so much to us, you know. It's a big part of Rudimental, and we've kind of done it the old school way. We don't have like massive Twitter accounts because we don't make up stories in the tabloids and whatnot, or massive Facebook accounts. It's been word of mouth, you know. Yeah. People have found out that we're going to be at these places. They're brought into our raving culture, our carnival experience playing live, and they've turned up in their 50,000s. So it's been amazing. When we first sort of got into the mainstream, we were DJing and playing live, sort of like, well, DJing in front of 50 people. Now it's gone off to 50,000 people. So never stop believing and stay stubborn to what you believe in. And that's what we've done, and we've got this far.